You must be wondering why you're looking at these pots. I was at Lowe's yesterday. I picked up some of these orchid pots. These are a little too big for the. I think it's. I'm not sure how many inches they are. This is what it is, but it's like for orchid. It's got some holes on the side. That's the only size they had over there, and I picked up some saucers to go so that it won't have. I picked up this is our smoke coat, slow release fertilizers for the orchids, so I don't have to keep fertilizing every feeding or whatever, and winter's coming, so this might be easier. It's 14 14 14, so got that, and of course I got some more plants, orchid plants. This time I was able to pick up four of them. Two of them is the Encyclia varieties, and two of the Brassavola nodosa. So I'm going to unpack them and come back so that you don't have to watch me unpack. I'll be right back. So the first Encyclia that I have up here is this variety. It's the Encyclia alata by Profusa, transplanted. This is usually means you're transplanted on November 15, 2017, and this is what the flowers are supposed to look like. It's like a greenish with the brown tips, and the lip is supposed to be with like cream with a brown stripe and yellow interior. Not sure what it looks like other than what the picture shows. The flower of the plant itself is nice and healthy. Encyclias have sometimes they do have this like a bulb, like an onion kind of bulb, and then they put out like this needle, like a brassavola kind of leaf. And sometimes it could be almost like a cattleya, because I think this is a part of the cattleya family, but they are also very fragrant. So if you like to have this fragrant flowers, I know this is. I don't have any in bloom, but I did have some orange peacock bloom for me a few times, which I also bought from Lowe's a few years ago. So usually they have their orchids shipped to them from Better Grow, and because Lowe's doesn't really water, I don't know what they do, but sometimes it's a hit or miss. You get a good healthy plant. Sometimes it's been in their shelf for a while, so it's not as good. So the next plant I'm going to show you is another Encyclia. You can see in this one, this is an Encyclia Rio Clarence, which is a cross between Encyclia Cardigera by Encyclia randii. This one, the bulb is more like an onion-like bulb, or like an egg shape, like oval. The leaves again are long and spindly, like a brassavola, or you can even say like a cattleya kind of leaf. Not as thin as the brassavola. So this is where it stores the energy. So this is the oldest bulb, the second one, and this is the newest one. The largest one is the newest growth. So this is the flowers from this particular one. It's got the brown petals, and the lip is pink. And of course, they produce like clusters, rose-colored flowers. In this, it comes in clusters, and also supposed to be very fragrant. That's the good quality with the Encyclia. If you like fragrant flowers, it's like the Brassavola nodosas, which is very fragrant too. So this here is the second Encyclia. Now I'm going to show you the Brassavola nodosa variety. This one here, this is the Brassavola little stars. It's a cross between the nodosa and the cordata. This was transplanted August 18, 2017. also from Better Grow. This is slow plant, so this one's got a lot of plants in it. But I see the newest growth over here has been bent when we're trying to ship it. I guess so it's a little damage to the plant itself, and you really don't see it because they come in these bags that you don't really know what you're getting till. Oh, I think this might be a spike. I'm not sure, but it's bent. It is damaged in transportation um, because it, like I said, it was bagged, so you don't know what you're getting till you open the bag. So that's why this is being called. Sometimes it's nicknamed the bag orchids because they're bagged and kept in bags over there, and you just get the bag and go pay for it at the register, and I guess you can return it if you're not happy with what you get, but I have never returned it. I always somehow manage to just keep it and put up with it. And this is the flower from that. It's the classic Brassavola nodosa flower with the white lip and the green petals. The petals are thin and the lip is broad. It's like a heart shaped, almost looks like a little anthurium. It's very fragrant. And Brassavola nodosa, this flower is white to attract the night, the moth or the orchids. I'm sorry, the moths that fly around at night that come to pollinate it. So in the nighttime, it does need to have this white color in the dark to attract that particular moth that has to come to pollinate. So it's fragrant during the nighttime too. So that's that one. And now let me show you the last one that I bought. It's also another Brassavola. This one is called the Lime Sherbet crossed with the little stars. So the little stars is the one that I showed you before, this particular one. And so this plant, you can expect the flowers to be, I guess, of this color because of the lime sherbet. I'm expecting the flowers to be this color. So also this is a Brassavola nodosa variety, so I can expect it to be nice and fragrant. Now this particular one is not, is wobbling around in the pot. I'm gonna try to see if I can put some more media on top. It won't be the same variety, it'll be a different one, but at least to hold the plant in position so they won't go wobbling around in the pot, just to keep it stable. I don't want to transplant this plant now because it's summer's over. The officially autumn is kicked in. It's still nice and warm outside, but I know the temperatures could start dropping. So if you're doing any transplant, it's always better if you can do it in the summertime when the plants are in vigorous growth. Actually, the best time to transplant any of these orchids is springtime when they're starting to put out new growths and new roots. But in the case of a Cattleya, they pretty much grow all year. So I don't know if this is the same thing for the Brassavola nodosa as well. But I'm not going to take any chances. I'm just going to put some potting media on top and try to hold off till next next spring to do the transplant or any of that. I'm just going to keep this in this. Usually I never had any problems with the media that I get it from Better Growth. They usually hold pretty good for me. So I'm just going to hold off on this. So another haul from Lowe's. So now I'm going to go to another Lowe's by me where I work. I'm going to see if they have different orchids. See, the only problem with this is when they have a certain amount shipped, I guess each Lowe's get a certain number of orchids, and when they sell out, you don't get, you have to wait till the next shipment comes in. And they don't get these plants at all the time, and I never seen these in bloom either. So I have learned to just take what is available. And this particular, all four of them, I paid $13.98 each, and I think I got a nice, good, healthy looking plants near blooming size, if anything. And I'm not sure if it's blooming size. This one might be, but the other two I'm not sure. Anyway, I hope it'll bloom for me at least next year. So fingers crossed. And thank you for watching. Please subscribe to my channel. Thank you.